Art.
I'm Vanessa.
I'm Travis.
And we are late to the party, and we are now into episode 4 of Better Late Than Never. Animation.
Domination.
That kind of hurt my voice a little bit. So, Travis, we have gone through All Dogs Go to Heaven, Fern Gully, and American Tail.
Basically, a lot of movies that were really sad.
Movies that made you cry. I mean, granted, Disney movies made you cry too.
That's very true, but these were more like...
real.
Yeah.
Realistic, life horrible situations that Don Bluth decided to show us. And granted, not all of them are Don Bluth, but he was cornering the market back then. So, Travis, what do we have for number 4?
You know, I'm sitting here like mouthing around to like saying things, and I was just thinking, these movies is a lot of work to put into for these artists who had to make animation films.
Yeah.
Way before the computers, where it was hand drawn on those frames per second.
A lot of effort.
Yeah. I just always remember when Joey went to Walt Disney World to see his buddy, and he got his picture drawn.
Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, I remember that.
That was a lot of work.
Yeah, and that was just him walking around for one scene.
I know.
So speaking of Joey, what do you...
Cut it out. Come on. Let's get back to these episodes here. All right, this is a fun movie.
Okay. They're all fun.
I don't know who was really in this movie.
Okay.
But I know I love it.
Okay.
And I know you and your sister actually talk about it quite a bit.
Okay, even better.
So
I have 2 sisters, so that's tough.
Yeah.
Let's
gander, shall we?
From master animator Don Bluth, director of the classics An American Tail and The Land Before Time, comes an all-new adventure for the whole family.
Rock-a-Doodle, Rock-a-Doodle.
I forgot about this movie.
Favorite book. But tonight, he's really getting into it.
I have some rather bad news.
He turned me into a cat.
Kittens are more digestible.
Uh-oh.
Suddenly, Edmund is in a wondrous world, where the Grand Duke of Owls has stirred up a colossal storm to stop the sun from shining.
Hope you can swim, guys.
Now, Edmund and his newfound friends are off on an amazing adventure to find the only one who can bring back the sun.
The sea!
They're looking for a rooster to save the day, and not just your ordinary barnyard variety.
Ladies and gentlemen, the king.
Him!
Get him out of here! You boys is dead meat.
Look, we're running out of time here. Oh, no. I'm gonna go back and get him.
Stop those birds!
Get ready for the magical animation sensation that'll rock your socks off. Rock-a-Doodle.
I positively love rock and roll.
How political.
So, Rock-a-Doodle is so weird. It's such a weird just amalgamation of different things, including live action and animation put together, which you didn't get a whole lot of that back then. And in fact, they, like Page Master, they pretty much like live action and let's just get into animation for the rest of it and bring it back at the end for the live action. Unlike Roger Rabbit, which totally broke those boundaries and put them together throughout the entire movie.
I will say, I slightly remember this movie, but I don't like remember.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
It's
majority.
It's a weird movie.
I remember the characters. Like, you know how you're like, oh, that looks very, very familiar. So I know I've probably seen it when I was a kid, but it probably been one of those where it's like on. And I was doing something else, playing with dolls or something, and then it was just there. But I never, like, sat down and actually watched this movie.
It's funny. Travis said my sister and I would talk about this. No, I don't think I've ever spoken about Rock-a-Doodle with my sister, ever.
No, I've totally had the conversation. I remember you guys talking about it. I was like, Holy shit! I talk about this movie.
It
with
was
my sister
actually
all the time.
no, it was actually me and an ex-girlfriend that talked about Rock-a-Doodle quite a bit. Not a sister.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
No, that's.
She loved Rock-a-Doodle. I pretended to like Rock-a-Doodle, and then we went from there. It didn't last long. But Rock-a-Doodle is weird. Like, it's a weird movie. It was never really one that I ever really enjoyed. And it was just one that, it's like, it was just too on the nose when it was like the rooster and Elvis. And it reminded me of like Cool World mixed in with like some farm cartoon. Like, I just...
Okay.
And why he turned into a cat, I never got that. And why Nicodemus, the crazy owl from Secret of Nim, even though he wasn't an owl, I don't think, in that one. Yeah, like crazy things just all put together where Don Bluth is like, let's go all supernatural with it. I didn't
This
really
is actually
enjoy
based
that.
off of a story. It's not an original
I'm
thing.
sure it is.
So
I'm sure
it's
it
a
is.
version. I'm going to probably say this wrong. Chanticleer Tale.
Okay.
And it goes back to even Walt Disney Studios was working on this way back in.
Sure.
To the point where Mark Davis actually did concept art for it, and Walt Disney himself rejected the pitch. He didn't want to do it because it's based back in the 1959, so it goes back quite a ways.
Right.
I don't know without doing more research or looking down at the computer to read what happened. It's interesting to see that Disney's passed on it.
But my ex at the time, man, she was
God,
hard.
I am so
Why?
embarrassed. Why are we talking on YouTube? I thought you was your sister. The things you guys did back then. Oh my god.
But that's the thing, though. It's like Rock-a-Doodle, I know, is incredibly it's passionate for a lot of people that watched it and grew up with it. I was more of like a Little Nemo type guy. Yeah, not Finding Nemo. Little Nemo, you remember that?
The Little Nemo with the kid in the bed.
Yeah, the bed and the flying. And,
Yeah, I totally forgot about that one.
Yeah, that was another one that was like more so my world versus him turning into the little cat. But I did like the live action with the animation. It just didn't really hold me as much as some of his other ones. As you saw with this one, again, they bring up American Tail and Land Before Time to kind of get you to watch this.
Yeah.
So there was just something about it that just wasn't always at the top tier for me when it came to the animation movies when I was growing up. But talking to my ex at that time, like one of our first conversations was Rock-a-Doodle. And man, was she passionate as hell about Rock-a-Doodle. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are passionate about it as well. What are some of your favorite moments of Rock-a-Doodle?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments
Maybe
below.
we'll go back and watch it eventually.
Well, would you watch it based off this trailer?
No.
Really? I think the trailer's fun and it sets up a good tone. It's just,
I guess it's just not my kind of story.
Not your
cup of tea.
See, with that, it's like he turned into the mouse. I'm thinking like witches when Luke turns
To
into
be
the
fair,
mouse.
though, like
and he turned into a
this
cat.
does very Don Bluth for
Yeah.
sure. Like it has
Yeah.
that style of his like stories and everything. So it's very possible. Like at the beginning where it's like from American Tail, from Land Before Time, and I love those two movies. So maybe I would have been like, oh, I like this one, but not all of them could be winners.
That's true. At least without having
for
to
me
have seen
anyway,
it.
yeah.
At least it wasn't a winner growing up to where it was one that you consistently watched. So either way, thank you guys for watching our reaction to Rock-a-Doodle today. And what did you guys think? Again, let us know in the comments below. You can also like and subscribe.
And did a thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, so guys.
All the social networking gin joints, you know where they are. Thank you, Travis, for bringing Rock-a-Doodle to people that Rock-a-Doodle. What other than that, thank you guys so much, and as always, now it's time to say goodbye. You forgot goodbye.
It's over.
Look at, he's all embarrassed.